Member of Parliament, Geert Wilders, is causing tension across the world with his anti-Islamic rhetorics. Well, he needs 24-hour protection, but that's not stopped him from provoking controversy. He's been talking to Roche Today's Charlotte Loms-Farley.
The Quran is a fascist book which incites violence. These are the words of Dutch MP Geert Wilders, who has sought to ban the Quran in the Netherlands. He's had numerous death threats for his outspoken attacks on Islam and immigration, which have also provoked uproar at home and abroad. He now plans to release a movie on the Quran, which he says is deliberate provocation of Muslims worldwide. Geert Wilders, thanks very much for joining us. Now, because of your views, you have had numerous death threats and you live under police protection, but that still hasn't stopped you pursuing such a radical stance. Now, why is that?
Well, I don't think my stand is very radical. I'm just an honest politician with growing support, fortunately, in the Netherlands. But if I would moderate my voice, or if I would stop saying what I really think, the terrorists, the people who don't use democratic arguments but use undemocratic arguments like death threats that unfortunately I get almost every day, they would win. So I will never stop, because if I will stop, or if I will moderate my voice, if I will not tell the truth according to me, then the people who use threats will win. And I believe in a democracy, those people should and will never win.
So being such a vocal critic isn't just a publicity stunt?
It's not a publicity stunt, no. I pay a high price for it in my private and professional life, so I would never do that for publicity reasons. It's a real problem, it's a real threat.
But don't you feel that your outspoken views could be counterproductive and simply further racial and religious tension?
Well, of course, this is not my aim. I don't want any tensions, I don't want any riots or trouble, but it's too late to only have sophisticated talk amongst one another. We, as the Netherlands and Western Europe, we were too tolerant too long, ignoring the problem of the Islamization of our continent.
Now, you're about to release a 10-minute film on the Quran, which has already provoked outrage, really, and warnings from the Muslim communities all over the world. Now, why are you doing this, and who do you plan to broadcast it?
Well, I'm still negotiating with offices and broadcasting companies who will, I hope, will broadcast it all over the world, certainly in the Netherlands. But my aim is to open people's eyes about what the Islam really means. It's not an old book from 1500 years ago, somewhere in the shelves, or to be compared with other holy books like the Bible or the Torah, but indeed it's a very vivid book that is still unfortunately giving incentives to a lot of people, in some countries of the world even as the law, and doing the most terrible terroristic things in the heads of people and even states. And I think that if people see the images, not only use the words of an article or see a debate, if they see a short movie, that they really, I hope indeed, will open their eyes and look what the Islam really is. And this is a threat once again to our democratic and free society.
Now, evacuation plans have been made for Dutch embassies abroad if this film does get the go-ahead and lead to violence. Now, so that's putting other lives at risk, not just your own. How do you feel about that?
Well, of course, I can never be responsible for that, because I'm a democratically elected politician. More than 500,000 people voted for me personally and my party. I use only democratic means, and I believe that if people, as a reaction in a democracy, well, if you don't like a message or a movie or an article, you write your own article, or you make your own movie, or you go into a debate or a discussion. And if, once again, people don't use that democratic means of discussion and debate or expression, but use violence, of course, they are responsible for it.